Captain Cucumber's back. The hunt for the barramundi starts now. When we get some fuel. While he's doing that, I'm gonna get the coffees in. Oh, naughty. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going for a night session to start with. I am excited for this. We're gonna do some wild camping out on this mad estuary spot. There's crocs as well. I'm a little bit nervous, but where's the Mackies at?
With caffeine pulsing through our veins, oh, and pie, we're on our way to have a sleepover with some saltwater crocodiles. Our first spot was called Cooper's Creek, roughly an hour south of Cairns, and driving through the sugarcanes, tree-covered mountaintops and palm-lined back roads, we hit the boat ramp. Captain Cucumber wasn't messing about and was twisting that tiller like nobody's business. Look at me with the boaty jargon. Anywho, we blasted into the open ocean as a huge moon appeared from the sky. Confidence was high, even if we did nearly end up beached on a sandbank.
Holy crap, this is shallow.
As we entered the creek, I could see the rocky formations we'd be fishing, and safe to say, they looked insane. I was first to get off the boat, and I just knew, knowing my luck, that I'd walk straight into the jaws of a croc. Luckily, it wasn't that brutal, but there was evidence of some serious croc activity.
What are those marks going up there?
Where? That's a croc.
That's what I was thinking. That's definitely a croc, isn't it? That is unreal. Look at that. Oh my days.
I'd never clenched my arse cheeks that hard at that moment, but the only thing causing damage was this bad boy.
Ah!
Whoa! He's proper going for you.
And on that note, we were ready to get fishing.
This is next level. This is absolutely next level. Croc infested estuary.
We've got 2 watching us, mate. No mistake.
You kidding me, Jeff? Cheers, pal.
Cheers, trout face.
Here we go. Cheers, Captain Cucumber. Get on the vino. I need something to settle those crocodile nerves, I'll tell you that for free. So this is what we're starting off with. Some random Z-Man lure. You know I'm never going to tell you what lure it is, because half the time I don't bloody know. But look at it. It's got a good little wiggle on it. It's a weedless rig, and I've actually just hooked up Cheb rig to it, just to give it an extra weight to get us down. It's a really deep rocky edge on the outside, and that's where we're hoping to aim. So I want to get it down as quickly as possible. It's not often I give you a bit of a tutorial, is it? Normally I'm all about the bullshit, lob it out and crack on. But I'm nailing a fish today, I promise you that.
And it didn't take long.
Fish on! Yeah! My second cast! Oh. I think it's a jack. Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Nice!
It's not a bad size.
Nice, beautiful. Mangrove jack, look at them teeth in there. There's no messing about. What a beautiful fish. Captain Cucumber putting us straight on the fish, if I do say so myself.
Lovely work, mate.
Cheers, pal. Freaking buzzing. And off he goes. Just chilling in the water there. Nice. Gone. First fish. We've only been fishing like 10 minutes.
5 minutes.
If that. Scenes. Absolute scenes. That's the one. That's the money shot. Oh, that was definitely a hit. Fish on. Yes. Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, that feels big. Oh my God. Jeez, jeez, jeez. That feels decent. It's got it out of the crap though. Oh, yeah. No way. No, it's a jack. It's a big jack though. Oh, guys. Look at him. Knobhead.
That's the keeper, yeah, that's a good jack.
Oh, look at him.
That's a decent jack. Told you they go hard, don't they?
Oh, bloody hell, he was really pulling me in.
Yeah, man. There you go.
What a fish. We're going to have him for supper, I think.
Well, Captain Cucumber's been spending way too much time with bang average fishing.
Well, folks, Captain Cucumber over there let him go while he was giving him a wash. It's all part of the game. You know me, I don't give a crap. Just to have that fish on the line is an absolute belter of a session. And I think he's just had a hit. You just got a hit?
Yeah, big one.
The fishing is really turning on. The tide is really turning as well. It is pitch black, so I can't really show you that much, but you definitely saw the size of that fish and my reaction to the fight. I'll do my best to lighten it up. No promises though, I'm not a flipping video editing genius. Easy in. Off we got on.
Oh, Barra.
No way.
Bad.
Nice jack.
That's Jack. Why do I keep getting a mix up?
Look at him.
Yeah.
That's a belter, mate. Worldy fish. Mate, first fish of the night? It's a decent fish, that, to be fair.
A good one at that, mate. Early 40 model mangrove jack, pulled hard. I thought it was a barra because the silver, but definitely mangrove jack. It's good.
It's class.
Heart rate's going.
That's what we need, innit?
Yeah.
However, we're having a mare with these fish putting them back on camera.
Oh, there's the lip grips.
They're going back. I promise you, they're going back. And he's on again. Oh, bloody Nora, Jeffrey. What have we got here, man?
This is a flathead. These are really good eating. They live on the bottom. Better than barramundi pretty much. We keep these instead.
Nice.
Really common the whole east coast.
Ow!
Down south New South Wales, this is pretty much all they catch, like this and bream.
Really?
Yeah. So that's your tail.
Blue with a black spot.
Yeah.
But he ain't happy with you, mate. It's going to be tea after the 2 mangrove disasters.
Yeah, he's
Beautiful.
well hooked.
Honestly, folks, I feel like I'm on an episode of I'm a Celebrity, and this is like an absolute hoax. I'm on a literal crocodile infested estuary. I am absolutely bricking it. And this is dinner tonight. Beautiful. And what's it called again?
It's a flathead.
A flathead. Look how flat its head is. It's also had a knife through it.
That flathead went from swimming around having the time of its life to being served on a plastic plate with a hint of lime. I'm sure it's what it always dreamt of, but at least it died knowing it was filling the stomach of a truly starving fisherman. By this point it was 1 AM and both of us were ready to hit the sack and get fishing tomorrow morning.
7 o'clock in the morning. And this is what I've woke up to. And Captain Cucumber's awake too.
What was that?
This had to be one of the most beautiful places I'd ever been. I arrived in the dark, having no clue about my surroundings or where I was, to then open my eyes and be treated to such an unbelievable landscape and location will stick with me for the rest of my life. The thought of crocs was a distant memory as I embraced every inch of this magical spot. Although I have to admit, I was desperate to see the markings from last night, to see what they look like in the light of day. That's how close we were last night. Mad, isn't it? Look at that, that's a crocodile slide. Check it back now, yo. Mental. This little spot. Only natural. Definitely did Steve Irwin justice there with that croc analysis. But I have to admit, I was truly fascinated by it all, and was low-key quite gutted one didn't just appear out of nowhere. Probably for the best, mind you, as we cracked on fishing, making the most of the incoming tide. However, the only thing biting that morning were some seriously angry flies.
Ah! Like a duck. Ah! How was that bit through leggings? That little prick. That was just a flipping normal fly going straight for me, not messing about. Oh, classic Australia. Even your blue bottles are hard as nails.
Honestly, that was one of the most excruciating pains I've ever felt. I could only compare it to being tasered or something like that. Not that I've ever been tasered, but I'm sure some geezer sat in cell 12, block 7 of Strangeways prison can confirm or deny that fact for me. But either way, I caught nothing in that morning session. Time was up and we had to catch the tide before it got too low and headed off back to the car before we went on to our next spot. That estuary mouth will probably go down as one of my favourite ever fishing locations. The blue sea, the wildlife, the sand, even the company was pretty special. And a big thanks to Captain Cucumber for taking me here. It's such a shame we didn't manage to nab a barramundi, but that's fishing, you can't always have it your own way. Before I knew it, we hit the boat ramp, and I was really starting to grow into my role as Decky Troutface. Side note, that nickname came from me devouring a fish's face. Check the video out if you haven't already.
Professional boater me these days, mate.
That's it.
Right, let's get back on the road. We've got more fishing to do.
After chasing after Brad and the boat, we were back on the road. The Queensland scenery was like a gift that just kept on giving, with beauty at every turn. Next stop was the Murray River, and I was eager to get back on the water, although my twig-like arms did nearly put us in a slight predicament.
Got it?
No, mate.
Oh, shit.
Bloody hell. That flew out of there.
Yeah, man.
Well, as you can see, look where we are. We're working our way through this creek. There's so much mangrove here. This isn't actually where we're fishing though. We're going to be fishing out in the estuary, making a lovely little camp and trying to nail a few decent sized barramundi, maybe some mangrove jacks, anything that swims. I'm excited for it and I feel like a proper Aussie. I've been stomping in the mud, I've been doing everything. I'm the worst Aussie ever. Period. Let's go, people!
Well, we've joined up with a couple more lads, living the bloody dream, beers on the beach and all that. But as you might be able to tell, it's low tide, so we're sort of just waiting for that tide to start coming back in before we start fishing. I'm bloody hot, man, but look at this. It's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
And just after filming that update, a little visitor popped into camp. This is the most Australian thing I've ever seen. A bloke just walking through the bush with no shoes on, going after a pig. There's the pig. There's the Australian. There's the pig. There's the Australian. Even though that wild pig was an invasive species, it was still cool just to see some wildlife, and you wouldn't catch me chasing after it in bare feet, I tell you that for free. We got camp fully set up before finally it was time to do a bit of fishing. Sadly, we weren't getting any action. Those barramundi just weren't in the mood. But in the grand scheme of things, I wasn't too bothered. Especially when there was a sunset like that to take in, and some more lightning. However, as darkness closed in, we put out a wildcard rod with a bit of squid on the end, in hope of any passing fish. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible to fight with. Oh yeah, and the reel was on the wrong side. Proper weird.
Yeah, a little baby shovel.
Oh wow. So this is a shovel-nosed guitarfish. They've been in the seas for over 100 million years, and I promise you, I didn't Google that. Go on, get him back, mate. And that was that for the evening. All good fun. Before we sat by the fire, had a few beers, and got ready for another day's fishing. Morning was upon us, and the beauty of this place just wasn't getting old. Even with Brad taking an Aussie bath early doors. Seems to be a whale harpoon on the beach. And on that note, it was time to get fishing.
Well, there we go, folks. It's early morning, we're back on the fishing. It was pretty tough yesterday, but it was a day of transit. It's part and parcel of the journey. We're just going to hit it now, just as it's starting to rise. Maybe hit the reefs, a few holes, stuff like that. I don't have a clue. I don't have a Scooby. I'm just here for the ride. And I've got a few fishing rods. I kid you not. Well out my depth. And before long, we were on our first mark. And pretty much first cast, we were in. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Fish on.
Oh.
Just as I was saying that, it's like, I hope a fish cut is coming a knocking. Don't think it's anything decent. A honeycomb cod. Nice. Just as I was saying. I hope something is coming a knocking. Nice. We've had a few of these this trip. A honeycomb cod, I think. Someone tell me otherwise. Woo. Angry as hell. Let's get him back. Boom. What the hell's that?
That's jelly.
That's mad. Looks like oil, actually, to be truthful. Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
That took a bit of a wallet. It's another one of them cod.
Ah.
But a bigger one, to be fair, I'd say. Pulling him out. Taking the cod father mantle, me, mate. Oh, he's bigger. Look at them eyes, guys. They're so big. Such a cool fish. I'm glad I'm wearing my gloves, though. Just makes it a bit easier. Fish on again. I think it's another cod. It is, I'm nailing these flipping. There's loads of them.
I swear you're just catching the same ones there.
I swear to God. Lightly hooked that one. If I catch one more cod, does that officially make me back the cod father? We then got a bit of intel that some squid were in the area. Captain Cucumber just couldn't help himself. Fish on over here, well, squid on. Maybe. We've caught a squid.
Yeah.
Yes. Now it's fighting. That's mad. That's proper cool. Mate, a squid.
All right, I'll show you what you do.
Here we go, folks, a squid. Look at the colours on this guy. He's so cool. You can see his eyes there. Perfect for at night. The patterns as well. What an awesome, awesome creature. We'll be living off these soon, I tell you that for free. There won't be any fish left.
That's it. They're going to be the top predators soon.
They're coming. The squids are coming. Hey, Captain Cucumber with a squid on the bank. And as Brad was catching squid, I was nailing cod. Oh yeah, smashing. Nice, guys. The squid master. We now got two. Get on.
Oh, there's another one.
Hey, he's bigger than the other one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the biggest of the day.
We had one last cod before the winds really picked up, calling our reef trip to an end. The sea is a cruel mistress, and one must obey her, so we headed back into the estuary, hoping to try and nail a few fish on the creek we fished the day prior. However, there were a few local lads fishing in our spot, and I have to be honest here, they put us to absolute shame, and showed us how it's really done.
Lads, what have you been catching? Freaking class.
Yeah, grunner.
Oh, is that a barra? Ah! Oh, so what's that?
Grunner.
A grunter, and that's a barra. Shit, the first one I've seen that's decent. And look at him. Those red eyes, man. So cool.
They were using live bait, which explained a lot, so we set out trying to catch some to give it a go. Sadly, that didn't work either. Although one of the liveys that had subsequently died did come to good use.
Here we go. Right. Oh, he's off. No, he's not. He's still on.
He's on, he's running. He's running. Go down. Go off it.
Nice. Oh, that was a great run. Half a dead fish doing the mustard. Just cast it in a bit closer in. It's a decent fish this though. Might be milking it somewhat, but could be a ray, you know. It's keeping really close to the bottom. Oh, he's off.
And that was the last of the fish-related action, even if I did give that creek mouth one last go, whilst Brad was preparing the squid for dinner.
Calamari for dinner. Sticking your fingers quite far up there, Brad.
All the way in.
Calamari was bang on point, so much so, it attracted a couple of furry friends to the party. Wallabies! What a truly Australian way to end the day.
Well folks, a very, very good morning. It's the final day that we're going to be wild camping, and probably one of my last days here in Australia. I've never really done this much wild camping before. I've done a bit, but not this much, and not in croc-infested waters with spiders and snakes and various stuff that can kill you. And we've sort of survived. I don't want to tempt fate, but we've done all right. It's been absolutely awesome, I have to say. Captain Cucumber, aka Brad, has really flipping gone out his way here, and so's Jace, and so have the other lads as well. I can't really speak highly enough of them, and I just have to say this has been special. To be able to do this out in just below the Daintree rainforest today, but early in the trip in the Daintree rainforest as well, it's been something else. It really has. I have been absolutely bitten to shreds though, and I am covered up completely. Well, I suppose that's wild camping as well in Australia. To be truthful with you, you're never not getting bitten. The mozzie net has helped severely. First night I didn't have it, and my hammock snapped in the middle of the night. Yeah, not ideal at all, but this has been absolutely superb. Let's see if we can nail something today or this morning. If not, who cares? We've had some smashing fish and some smashing fun. And this really is a proper Aussie fishing experience.
That sunrise did make me rather nostalgic, and I felt I needed to add that little monologue because my 2 weeks in Oz will stay with me forever. Not just for the fishing, but for the wildlife, the scenery, and of course, the memories and friends made. But sadly, we didn't manage to get any fishing done that morning, and it was time to bring the trip to an end.
Well folks, this is the end of the trip, and what an unbelievable trip it's been. We might not have nailed that barramundi and the fishing might have been a bit tough, but when you're camping somewhere like this, what more do you want? And it's the first time I've ever seen squid. Mental. Absolutely buzzing. This is what it's all about. Getting in the outdoors, doing something different, completely out of your comfort zone. Freaking sick. Anyway folks, that's it from me. Tight lines, keep fishing. However, I did just want to quickly say I'm going to be releasing a little small video coming up of some very, very, very big news for the channel, and I mean it is absolutely mega stuff. So keep your eye out for that. Make sure you've got your notifications on, make sure you're subscribed, because it's going to be a bit of a belting announcement that you don't want to miss. Anyway folks, tight lines, keep bloody fishing.